bumping. Show me the all damn day. Stay at home all damn day. Bumping. Show me the all damn day. Bumping. Show me the all damn day. Stay at home all damn day.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to New Orleans, Louisiana, live for the EDC World Championships coverage of day number 2, Saturday, fun day. I'm Sean Green, joined by Nick Durachi Teixeira. Nick, we're in for quite a fun day of some darts.
Yeah, every day is a fun day of darts here, Sean, but I'm excited for this one in particular as we're going to have some great matchups. We're looking at the latter half of our doubles events from today. So this is going to be the 90 cap, 110, and 155. This one specifically, of course, is the 155 cap. You see Ram Guevara Jr. there.
He's the only one that will fit in that.
And then, of course, 9th through 12th place matchup we're looking at. 501 Open In, Master Out, Fat Bull, Cricket Choice.
Just played a few games of the Open and Master Out Fat Bowl, just to kind of get used to that format a little bit. I like it. I really do. It's a fun format, no matter who you are. If you're really good, though, it's a lot of bullseyes, and you got to hope for the other team to miss one.
My biggest thing, and I will die on this hill, if you have a Fat Bull as the primary scoring in 01, leave it Master Out.
Yep.
Make it have that little extra skill at the end there. And I'll tell you, when I was warming up before my stream match on 501 Fat Bull, I threw a 12 darter and 11 darter back to back, played on stream, couldn't hit the bullseye.
It's weird how sometimes the bullseye just seems to shrink a little bit when you need to hit it the most. But team of Tyler and Larry, or Lars, taking on, of course, Ram Guevara and Darren.
Yeah, and of course, the name of the game is 2 bulls around. We talk about it time and time again. But if you're going first and hitting 2 bulls around, you're going to be just fine again that first look, even with the handicap typically.
Yeah, but Ram, of course, hat trick to start off with. He's looking for another one of those here.
Yeah, and he has to be careful to stay true here. You don't want to leave something too funky, but as long as you hit 2 bulls, you're almost guaranteed to leave an out. Actually, you are guaranteed to leave an out, funnily enough.
Yep.
But not if you do that, and he's not going to be happy with that. He had an early exit in the All-Star event last night, had a first-round loss, and I believe lost immediately in the losers bracket as well.
Mm-hmm.
It was a long day of darts for some of these players, and they were well aware of taking their position.
Well, and it's tiring for these players, too, because they're playing in handicap the whole way through, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
So here's Darren Piercy. Leaves 170.
Smart to get the 14 out of the way.
Yeah. He made it even. You can go treble 20 here. You can just go bullseye.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason I would advise the 20 there is because if you hit a single, you're leaving Ram 2 bulls for the win.
Right.
But 102, not a bad leave. You can go right the 17s, or you can go for the bull route. Of course, Lars is going to try to put some pressure on this and make sure that if Ram doesn't hit the 102, they'll have a serious chance at this one.
I don't know if you can see Lars in the bottom corner there, but he is definitely stepping when he throws. He's still throwing great with that step. I'm telling you, it is a way around the feeling of being stuck in the itis.
Gonna have to agree with you there, Sean. As this is a harder shot now, all of a sudden, Ramy boy.
Treble 19, treble 17.
And then now just hit the 20 to leave the bull. But now they have to survive 3 darts for 60.
Yes, they do.
And TT wants to get this one in.
Trying to hit that T20.
Oh, triple 20.
C.
Bullseye. Doesn't save it.
Oh my goodness.
Misses 3 clear, and what will look like be a little bit of some nervy darts there. And now Darren has an opportunity to collect, and he's going to want to get this one here.
Love Ram just has a seat. It's like, you can do this, partner. Oh, that's a good dart.
Yeah, over to that double 15.
Trip 10 for the fans?
Never for the fans.
No, because you got the trip 15 right there below it. Triple 5.
Gotta settle yourself in and execute well.
Oh, that's a good-looking dart, too.
It looked like money, but 47's no gimme. No, 15 for 2 16s.
That is correct. 17 for 2 15s, 15 for 32.
7 for double 20. We can keep going if you want.
16.
There's a lot of options, but 15 for 2 16s is the look. And over to double 8s, getting wiry, getting squirrely, outside. Maloney's least favorite noise.
Ram's hitting this.
You would like to think so.
Start one.
Almost got that double 12 though, a little dicey. And you have to remember that was with a 90-point spot. So the whole idea is that Ram really does have to hit minimum 2 bulls every round because let's be honest, that one round where he only hit a single bull is what made that so close.
You're correct. Now they're playing Rams game though,
That is
and they're
true.
only giving up 2 marks. It's a dangerous handicap to have against Ram, no matter who you are. TT though, showing us how he can hit the triple 20 on the first start.
So, oh, that's where that was. Brandon Lamora dropping dynamite saying 47 is 8 for triple 13. Of course, we're fools. Don't get us started on triple 13.
Mm-hmm. I
that
forgot all about it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, this is a master out, so the argument doesn't even matter in this situation, at least.
No, you
Don't.
you need to not talk to me about this anymore.
That's fair. We'll agree that we're both equally right.
No. No, we won't.
Oh boy! If you guys are curious what we're talking about, just listen to any of the Saturday or Sunday commentary from Niagara Falls last weekend because we were going at it.
Yeah, because you're wrong and I'm right.
That's fair.
This time.
No,
I'll admit it when I'm wrong. I was not wrong. All right.
we were just equally right. Finds a trip 19 on the first.
Looking up. Nope. Staying down there. Now he's looking up. Oh, big 7.
Yeah, that's a solid turn there. You have to remember with the 155, Ram himself is going to be around an 85-90 almost. So he's making up a majority of the team's cap space there, meaning that I would have to wager that there's going to be somewhere around that 3 range. And anytime he hits a big round like that, it's just a massive momentum shift for their team.
Well, speaking of massive momentum shift for a team, TT just hit a 7 mark on the 20s. Well done indeed from him. Reminder, this is the EDC World Championship, so it is our first in-person hybrid remote tournament that we've ever kind of covered
Absolutely.
at this capacity, and you're seeing it play out right here in real time. You got a team that's remote, and Tyler and Larry taking on the team that's in person here of Ram and Darren.
Oh, and look at this from Lars, finding a big shot there and getting 7 on the board to punish Ram after he hit the trip 19 and then missed for 2 single 20s there.
Apologize.
Oh, but look at this. Darren on bailout duty again. I would hate a single 20 here. He's looking to stay.
Mm-hmm.
Between the flight coverage and everything else, I think you probably can go up. Not a bad move to ever stay when you're down in points, though.
You always say you can't really go wrong with points. This one might be a situation where it might cost them because they just dominated these triple 20s so far. But I digress. There it is. Only that's minimum damage, really.
Yeah, because 419s gets the point lead back, so it leaves Ram a 5 mark, and he's keen to hit this 5.
Yes.
There's 3 of them.
Oh, no.
Well, you still got to pop it.
Yeah.
He's going to be frustrated with some of those lax starts there. And the second one wasn't really a lax start on the 19, but in the previous turn at the 20s, I should say. I would like to say, go Buckeyes.
We were going to be friends until that moment.
Or are we going to be implying we weren't already?
Not with how you've acted today so far in the Buckeye.
We ate sandwiches together.
Listen, we went with the mothers. It was delicious.
It was delicious. Let me tell you, that was the best meal we've had yet.
It was. Talked to the Texas boys over there. 2 of them sitting right here. They went to Mother's, I guess, yesterday, and they were like, "Yeah, it was good." And I was like, "Oh man, but I guess you've gone to other places then because it was our best so far."
Brandon Montgomery saying, "Go Hoosiers." Well, Hoosiers. That first touchdown was really good.
We were winning at some point
at the very beginning,
and
it was a very good first drive.
You haven't checked since then. It's probably now 28-28.
It was 31-7 last time I looked.
31-31. Is it actually over? Over? Forever? Never?
Hey Siri, how bad did they lose? Oh, it says 38-15.
Oh, so we scored again.
You did score again. That is
Boom
true.
goes the dynamite there for Ram Guevara. I think that's neat that we scored again.
So that's so good. I'm proud of you.
Congratulations, you beat up of a whole bunch of
An undefeated team.
junior college all-stars.
An undefeated team.
Yeah.
And now we're going to beat up some junior college all-stars next weekend against Michigan as well.
Yeah, but they suck. We even beat them.
That's true.
And I believe it's pronounced Michigan.
Yeah, because it gives me the ick. Now over to the 16s, trying to get the corner pockets closed up, and what was a back and forth affair early on has become total domination towards the latter half of this leg.
Yeah, it's been a little one-sided here in the last few rounds.
Richard not saying, if I'm Darren, I'm pulling every dart, let Ram do his thing. You're not wrong there. I think the strategy also is just as dependent on if it's like remote or in person a little bit. I think in person, I definitely go into that supporter role. In this situation, for the most part, that's kind of what Darren's been doing. But they're remote, they're feeling relaxed, they got the game up. Have a little bit of fun with it, you know?
Absolutely. And it's a situation where you want to really not do anything crazy here, and they haven't needed to. I guarantee you that strategy might be something that they think about if there's a situation that occurs that way. But if I'm Darren, I don't want to sit there and have to just sit there and point the whole time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I'll let you know. Like, if I was playing with a Ram or a Danny, I'm okay with just doing what I'm told, sit in my corner and getting some points. I just didn't need to resort to that strategy here. But it is sound otherwise. That's the whole point. Because you have to remember is Darren's going to go ahead and get that win there 2-0. You have to remember the fact that when we're seeing some of these matchups and when we're seeing some of these players, if you're in the 155 cap going against two equally matched players, it's a lot tougher. And that's when you need to have your more conservative point B player if you're a team like Ram and Darren.
Yep. I'm just going to go ahead and assume here this is a blind draw. What is this?
The captain.
Yeah, I was going to say this is probably the 110 or the 90.
They're all in person. I just the medley aspect of it is off for me right now.
We just watched a medley.
Oh, yeah. Good morning.
Good.
Welcome to the EDC World Championships live in New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm Sean Green, joined by Nick Durachi Teixeira, and whatever I just said before that didn't
was
happen.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. The best in the commentary we've ever heard.
The best. I can't do the rest of it with my throat. But listen to that. Here's Lexi Major. 94 left, trip 18. That's open, but still trip 18's the shot here. She did shoot that. Bullseye will leave 26. That's perfectly fine.
This is a 9th through 12th matchup that we're looking at here. Lexi and Breyer taking on Chris and Tommy. Winner of this gets on to play Trina and Ray in that 7th, 8th place match.
Yeah, Chris is the owner of Rick's down there in Houston.
Was going for 14 to hit the bull. That's a no-go.
All right, here's Breyer. Breyer Dunlap.
Dunlap does want this.
Oh, no. We gotta go 9 for bull.
Yeah.
Bullseye.
The middle bits. Middle knot.
Here comes Chris.
Going by the subtle name of Rick's Darts and Games. Hey, I love it. Double 16.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke?
I don't got that. The second Jinx gave me a soda.
That's more than fair. All right, 1-0 scoreline. Favoring that team. This sounds weird. It's not. It just, I don't know what it is.
Well, here we go. Breyer's coming on up.
Got to utilize the mark, right?
Yeah, you need to stay true there and try to collect at least 2 singles.
Big guard.
Does find that triple in the last, so huge collect. And Tommy Blanco going to cash his Blanco tech for $1 million. You can see he has an interesting angle. And look, his tip's pointing like down at the floor there for majority of his throw.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
it is very unique. It can create that kind of like flip motion out of his hand, but it's something that you don't see very often. Someone who kind of utilizes kind of the tip pointing down a little bit is MVG.
Mhm.
When he brings it back, it points to the floor.
It's hard to do that. I was always taught with the idea of having your tip facing at or slightly above your target. When you have it facing down like that, your dart's going to fly at a little bit of a sharper angle there, and it has to kind of flip up in the air just slightly. You're relying on full follow through with the dart like that because your arc's going to be completely different.
Correct. Which is why when I'm throwing the best, I'm actually kind of doing that a little bit.
Well, there you go.
But it's because I'm following through completely.
I don't think anything I've ever seen you throw would qualify as the best.
The best. You ain't wrong, though.
Am I a wolfin?
You're not.
You ain't.
All right, here's Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy a little bit frustrated there. Gonna have to make something happen.
You can see he's definitely a left-eye dominant right-handed player with where he brings that dart up. He's definitely he's completely crossed his face.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a tough way to do that, but it's one of those things where if you have eye dominance, it's just something you kind of naturally will start doing, and it's better to go with that than fight against it. Because when you're throwing with your non-dominant eye, your dart feels like it's blocking your vision rather than playing into your vision.
And so actually, funny enough, when I talked to Sydney Harris, the owner of EDC yesterday, that's what she talked about. She is a left-handed player who's right-eye dominant, and she says that she constantly feels like she's blocking her view when she brings back her dart. I told her, well, then just drag it up to the right eye.
Yeah, just go to the other one. That's all the same as long as you follow through and release at your precipice of your throw.
Yep. Can't tell you how much we appreciate everybody joining us here. Sean Green, Nick Teixeira, Will Stewart live.
Covering some darts. You know?
Oh, I feel you.
Well, we've been having a good time out here. I got to say, it's fun to be able to see a different town. That we've been to a lot of places nowadays. Going to a new one's always exciting. The culture, the people, the food, it's phenomenal. And it's true, like, and I'm from Florida, but we are fake South. There's that sense of like Southern hospitality and camaraderie that, like, when you talk with everybody, the people I've met in passing, you could just tell that there's history here that means a lot to many people.
Yeah. And we've met some owners of some really historical places too, that have been just wonderful, wonderful human beings. Even when we're doing weird stuff, like walking around and taking pictures of us doing stupid things, people are still intrigued enough to give us some ideas for future stuff. Great darts there from Breyer.
Yeah, pretty much setting this one up to be a 1-to-1 affair, and it'll go on to that count up where they'll get the choice to either go first or choose the game. I do love that works in software. I think that's one of my favorite things about playing this online is for a long time there was no way to do choice on the last game for a remote matchup. Now there is.
Yeah, and same thing with diddle versus not, how to diddle. That's all kind of evolved. It's been really cool to kind of see the evolution of online darts and as it works to where, yeah, the remote capabilities are great, but when you use those remote capabilities with tournament mode, it's really, really awesome.
Lexi majorly impressive.
3.55.
Yeah, leading the pack there really convincingly.
He dominated leg number 2. So it is. Explain this, because this is my favorite thing that happens in this format.
Yeah, so it's going to be a traditional 3-dart count up, but the change up here is that both players on the team throw in this count up, meaning that's a combined score. So you got to focus on beating your guy. So right now the target line here for Tommy is 87. If he hits at least 87, he knows he did his job. If he hits anything extra, it makes it easier on his partner.
Well, look at that. Grant Montgomery in the chat saying, let's go Aunt Lex, meaning that
that's his aunt.
Lexi must be related to the Montgomerys.
So you can see there, it does not fully cover the distance. And so Lex is going to have a little bit of an easier time here. Just needs to focus on staying true and getting a couple good scoring darts. That's a great dart.
Yeah, which we know she's throwing fire right now.
She absolutely is. It's 107 points is the target line here for Chris. Needs at least 107. Going to be harder now. And can't happen. So Lex and Breyer will get the start here, or get the choice. They're more likely going to choose to go first. That's what you choose 99% of the time, unless you really don't feel confident in one of the 2 games.
Or if the handicap favors one or the other.
That's fair, but in this point, I would have to imagine that it's still the shoot first advantage.
Fur. Fair.
Fur?
Fair.
Fur? And it's only a 1 mark spot here, so Briar's going to go ahead and get things started off.
Tyler's saying Lexi is sister-in-law. Briar is an extra kid. I don't know what that means.
Hey, everyone's got an extra kid or two.
But Briar, the extra kid, gets 6 mark.
Mr. 5-2 joining us in chat saying, how's it going, guys? I hope you are enjoying New Orleans. Hey, Pilgrim, it's always great to see you, buddy.
Well, hi there, Pilgrim.
That's pretty good.
Thank you. Here is Tommy Blanco. Based on the shirt, I can definitely tell Houstonian.
Absolutely. I'm rocking that Rick's Darting Game shirt as well.
I don't think you can play with Rick without that.
Lexi is just hitting this board pretty well
good.
right now, man.
She is, she's real good.
I mean, there's not much words you need to put to it. When you're playing good, it's good. When you're playing bad, it's bad. Do you see Tyler over in YouTube saying, nice job with your match last night, Nick? Well, I appreciate that. It's hard playing on camera.
Did you pay that person to say that?
No. It's called having friends and fans. Say it.
Nope. I decided not to.
Briar does go ahead and get the close there in 17s. The last one gets away, but mission still accomplished as now they are in a very favorable position, and Tommy Blanco needs to find something special here.
So my very first round of playing darts today, just for fun, I went trip 20, missed above the 5 number off the board, and then trip 20.
Well, that's why they always tell you when you're warming up, just start at the bowl so that way you can't miss the board.
Well, I did not do that. Did not. It was quite embarrassing. Luckily, I found trip 20 again on the third day. Lexi would never miss the board like that.
Finds the trip 17 and stays down on it. She says, I'm going to make sure we get the Dubski today ski.
That's good.
Thank you.
Game number 3, 1-1 score line. Chris and Tommy versus Lexi and Briar.
Currently looking at this 90 cap bracket that we are in right now. The bounty teams are Isaac and Chris and Tabitha and Sierra. Well, Isaac and Chris are sitting in the seat. They have 2 different bounties. So in each of those bounties, 140 for the top, 140 for the bottom is how that payout works. So Isaac and Chris just need to win that final to get 140 bones in the pocket. And then I'm not sure where Tabitha and the rest are. It looks like Tabitha and Sierra are currently playing on board number 3 and currently down 1-0, trying to fight to stay in and fight to make sure that they get that bounty money.
Yep. Is it always a little bit extra pressure when you find out you're the bounty?
You know, I always prefer to just not even look at the bracket. I don't want it to affect my decision making. Because they always put the payouts and bounty at the top right corner of the bracket, so I usually just don't pay too much attention because, I'll be honest, if I am the bounty team, I don't want to. It's just going to add pressure on my own shoulder to think about that. And if I'm playing against the bounty team, well, my goal is to beat them anyways.
Right.
The only time that matters is if you purposely are like, oh, well, if I lose here, I can play the bounty team, and I never want to lose on purpose.
But you would think about that, like losing on purpose to play the bounty team.
I know people have. I would never.
Okay, that's fair. That'd be interesting.
Well, for instance,
no.
the first time I played in one of these events, the bounty was over $1,400.
Okay, well, I would lose on purpose.
Yeah, that.
Never mind. That's a very easy decision.
I think the largest bounty that they got up to at one point was the 120 cap doubles got to over $2,500 in bounty. They got pretty big at one point.
I feel like there could be a situation, kind of like a boxing match where it's fixed both ways, where like neither player or team is like hitting anything on purpose to try and lose on purpose so they didn't play the bounty.
You know, it's getting less common now because they look out for that because that's like a form of like
100%.
sandbagging in a way.
For sure.
But I will tell you, I mean, it certainly has happened before. There's pros and cons to the bounty system because if you don't announce it publicly, then there's also always going to be the question of were they doing it ethically?
Of course. And if there's one thing that we have found out about this company over the last 48 hours is that transparency is absolutely key to their success.
They're saying $6,200 bounty. Was that this one? Ooh. So that's a lot of bones.
That is a lot of bones. Like way more that's in the average human body.
Yeah, I think there's how many bones in the human body?
306.
That's what
206.
206. Yeah, that's
207 if I'm watching Gossip Girl. That was from Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, no. That was definitely something they said. Can you say other quotes from that movie now?
No, I probably should.
And over to the 15s. Grab some 17s first. Should be able to take that switch. You can stay there with your position.
I'm just happy Will wasn't paying attention in that moment.
We'll work on some stuff in the background right now.
Yeah.
We are aware of some of the equipment that we are using is a little bit different than normal. We're just trying to get ourselves settled in, folks, and having a good time out here, covering some great stuff.
Doing the best we can, one day at a time. Gracias.
Lexi just needs to pop these last two 15s here, being a little bit evasive. Only gets single there, but does not matter too much. 117-point difference in two numbers.
Yeah, they're way ahead.
Statistically speaking, that is true.
It's going to be a team from Knox County in Indiana.
Hoosiers lost.
Jesus. This is terrible.
Sean Green is stuck. Remember when I didn't talk sports?
That was way better.
Way better. All
Way
3 minutes at
better.
the 15 there. No good. But Chris with a nothing sandwich on the previous round as well.
Speaking of 15, that's how many points the Hoosiers scored today.
That is true. 38 was the 3 darts I missed at double 19.
Yes, it
But also
was.
what Ohio scored.
Oh, boy.
We're giving you our best stuff here for this fun day Saturday. Look at the time. Over 13 and a half hours we were live yesterday.
I felt every second of that, to be quite honest with you. It was 3 o'clock in the morning when we were finishing up. But happy to be back in action with you on this Saturday. We got to kind of walk around Nolens a little bit today, this morning. Just it's a beautiful day. 66.
Gorgeous outside.
You could not ask for better weather than we've had so far. And tomorrow's supposed to be a little bit warmer. Forget about it.
Forget about it. That's what I say. Boss Hockey.
Bada bing, bada boom, that's a dynamite.
Bada bing, bada boom. Briar gonna go right to the Bada Bulls. Trying to get this one cleaned up and finished away here. Got the backwards hat, so you know it's going to hit.
You know what? It's helped me today.
Is that right?
Yeah. I now know Mike Maloney's secret.
Backwards hats?
Yes.
Went for the 17 on the cover shot and then grabbed one bull there, getting themselves 2 bulls away from the win. And it was a 90-cap doubles match.
Tommy trying to keep him alive here, but he's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, this one's pretty much about all she wrote here, barring some crazy stuff, especially considering it's already around 14 to 20. And of course, Lexi Major hits it.
She's major good. That 267 was about a whole point lower than her last leg, which was.
This was also a
just as
significantly
impressive.
longer leg,
Yep.
and it was a lot of. Legitimately, she was well above that up until those last 6 or 9 darts of the 15 there.
Still did her job for sure.
Absolutely. We're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break here. We're going to go ahead and get back to the action when some more matches are coming. And I'm looking forward to continuing our Saturday coverage. I'm Nick Shira, joined by Sean the Mean Green and Will the Thrill Stewart.
We'll be right back.
New year, new Winmore launch. Cypher. Looks grippy, but deceptively smooth. We rate Cypher a 3 out of 5 for grip intensity. Flies beautifully straight, very easy to control. Any long straight barrel with grip throughout is the perfect combination. Galactics. Stunning onyx and blue color scheme. Featuring a straight barrel shape with tapered ends to help achieve tighter groupings. The soft tip version elongates the front section to differ slightly in overall build. Kairos. A range offering 2 different variants. The key similarity of all options is the unique torpedo shape and center ripsaw grip. Make no mistake, the center ripsaw milling feels like a 6 out of 5 for grip intensity. Daryl Gurney SC 1.0 series. Very similar to the classic super chin barrel shape that we all know and love. Classic straight section in the rear and ever so slightly bomber shaped in the front. The longest barrel from the launch, offering more room for those with larger hands or a very widespread grip. Callisto. A range offering 3 different variants. The key similarity of all options is the unique matte texture and reverse cut all throughout. Those with softer or clammy hands looking for grip options that don't tear up your skin might gravitate towards this range. Xenon. An incredible option for mid to rear grippers looking for an aggressive grip reference point. The tightly spaced green-coated radial grooves in the front and rear offer very subtle feel. An affordable option for middle grippers struggling to find a guaranteed push point or any grip style looking for consistent thumb placement in the center. Steve Beaton Legacy Edition. Perfectly split into 2 sections. Modern classic radial milling and signature blue color in the rear, coupled with an artistic and intricate gold front profile. The front section is a little more aggressive than the rear. I chose to adjust my grip towards the front in order to achieve a more controlled flight pattern. Epics. You're blown away instantly by the striking blue hexagon pattern sinking into the natural silver tungsten. Perfect for mid to rear gripper like me, not searching for razor sharp barrels. A smooth touch for a smoother hand. The highly anticipated 2025 darts collection by Winmore. Available now.
Introducing the classic standard Blade 6, the dual core version, same as the lineup from the Blade 5. However, Winmore's come out with an entirely new model called the triple core. So the triple core is essentially the dual core dartboard with an added 3rd layer of carbon fiber sisal in the back, creating literally the ultimate setup for durability. So not only are you paying for an even better longevity of the dartboard, but also enhanced graphics and functionality. All 3 dartboards have a hardened double bullseye and 25 segment to help with durability. So listen up, Americans, we need this because of our obsession with cricket. The most common problems we have with sisal dartboards is the bullseye segment wearing out or some issue with a wire. So let's just say we're not known for wearing out our doubles. All 3 dartboards come fitted with the 3 rotor-lock wheels to help stabilize the board to any wall surface. But the adjustable wheels make your life so much easier because they allow you to rotate your board super quick and easy. You just loosen them, rotate, then tighten them again, then of course fix your numbering.
Luke Humphries is the greatest darting force on the planet. Bullseye. Oh, we got one. The fish has been landed. We know he's too good. The world #1, world champion. Incredible stuff.
Let me tell you about A to Z Darts. We're a specialty dart store With over 10,000 different products, we create in-depth videos and blogs to help improve your game and showcase our products. We give helpful advice on how to practice darts, the fundamentals of form and mechanics, and how to make better decisions when purchasing your darting equipment. Whether you're brand new or a seasoned player, we try to provide fun and informative content. I'm Jen, the creative director for A to Z Darts. I've been playing for over 10 years, and I've traveled the world competing in and promoting the sport. This is Will. He runs our live streaming company, USA Darts, and travels the globe as well to broadcast major darting events and interview PDC players alike. You'll find over 2,000 different sets of darts on our website. Guessing right now you're pretty interested in our resources? Learn about form, throwing mechanics, practice routines, scoring and grouping, checkout methods, cricket strategy, and much more. Visit a-zdarts.com to take advantage of our blog or follow us on social media at AZDarts today.
New year, new Winmore launch. Cypher. Looks grippy, but deceptively smooth. We rate Cypher a 3 out of 5 for grip intensity. Flies beautifully straight, very easy to control. Any long straight barrel with grip throughout is the perfect combination. Galactics. Stunning onyx and blue color scheme. Featuring a straight barrel shape with tapered ends to help achieve tighter groupings. The soft tip version elongates the front section to differ slightly in overall build. Kairos. A range offering 2 different variants. The key similarity of all options is the unique torpedo shape and center ripsaw grip. Make no mistake, the center ripsaw milling feels like a 6 out of 5 for grip intensity. Daryl Gurney SC 1.0 series. Very similar to the classic super chin barrel shape that we all know and love. Classic straight section in the rear and ever so slightly bomber shaped in the front. The longest barrel from the launch, offering more room for those with larger hands or a very widespread grip. Callisto. A range offering 3 different variants. The key similarity of all options is the unique matte texture and reverse cut all throughout. Those with softer or clammy hands looking for grip options that don't tear up your skin might gravitate towards this range. Xenon. An incredible option for mid to rear grippers looking for an aggressive grip reference point. The tightly spaced green-coated radial grooves in the front and rear offer very subtle feel. An affordable option for middle grippers struggling to find a guaranteed push point or any grip style looking for consistent thumb placement in the center. Steve Beaton Legacy Edition. Perfectly split into 2 sections. Modern classic radial milling and signature blue color in the rear, coupled with an artistic and intricate gold front profile. The front section is a little more aggressive than the rear. I chose to adjust my grip towards the front in order to achieve a more controlled flight pattern. Epics. You're blown away instantly by the striking blue hexagon pattern sinking into the natural silver tungsten. Perfect for mid to rear gripper like me, not searching for razor sharp barrels. A smooth touch for a smoother hand. The highly anticipated 2025 darts collection by Winmore. Available now.
introducing the classic standard Blade 6, the dual core version, same as the lineup from the Blade 5. However, Winmore's come out with an entirely new model called the triple core. So the triple core is essentially the dual core dartboard with an added third layer of carbon fiber sisal in the back, creating literally the ultimate setup for durability. So not only are you paying for an even better longevity of the dartboard, but also enhanced graphics and functionality. All three dartboards have a hardened double bullseye and 25 segment to help with durability. So listen up, Americans, we need this because of our obsession with cricket. The most common problems we have with sisal dartboards is the bullseye segment wearing out or some issue with a wire. So let's just say we're not known for wearing out our doubles. All three dartboards come fitted with the 3 Rotolock wheels to help stabilize the board to any wall surface. But the adjustable wheels make your life so much easier because they allow you to rotate your board super quick and easy. You just loosen them, rotate, then tighten them again, then of course fix your numbering.
Luke Humphries is the greatest darting force on the planet. Bullseye. Oh, we got one. The fish has been landed. We know he's too good. The world number 1, world champion. Incredible stuff.
Let me tell you about A to Z Darts. We're a specialty dart store with over 10,000 different products. We create in-depth videos and blogs to help improve your game and showcase our products. We give helpful advice
I was just gonna see what they got for us. Because I was looking at what 110 and whatnot.
Yeah, that shit up there.
So you have 110, 155, right?
And 90. Alrighty, everybody. Sorry for that. Alrighty, it looks like we're going to have the 110 and 155 coming our way here on boards 1 and 2. So we've got, I think, one team remaining on the 110, if I'm not mistaken. So if not, it's one team on the 110 and the 155. I got to take a look at his Mac, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. Macs are not my friends. They really aren't. I just don't know how to work these dang things. So, and I know after that, I think we're getting the or the 90, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think the 155 is. There's a few in person, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it's mainly the remote on the 155. So yeah, okay. So we'll have those matches coming in a minute. I'm going to tell them to get off that board and queue it up for these guys so that they know that this is A-okay to come on over and get to playing. And we'll just continue our coverage here. We did do some investigative work. I tried a couple different things. I think that we're just kind of out of luck on the board sounds being correct for this one. It's unfortunate, but even the guys sound just a little bit off if you're used to our normal coverage. So, we kind of bits and pieces for Nick, who went to Doug's Sports Pub there for the Doug's Sports Championships, and we kind of pawned some equipment off of them, let him take a case home, and we just kind of we figured, oh, maybe that'll work, and I think something happened that we weren't anticipating, and that's streaming for you. But hey, we got audio at least with commentary, and that's the main thing. So we're gonna keep chugging along here, guys. Thanks for joining, and appreciate you watching along. I know this has kind of been it's definitely a different tournament. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing, but it's definitely a different tournament from the aspect of on-site and remote entries. You can definitely tell there's a little bit of how this is going to work. Will it work? And I think last night was a proving factor that it did work. Yeah, there's a couple kinks, but they're flying now. I think we're coming down to the nitty-gritty, and it's only 3 o'clock local time, so they should have at least an hour in between brackets, if not 2 hours in between brackets. So, all righty, we'll get those matches up your way, folks. Thanks for joining us. William Stewart here. Out there, Sean and Nick goofing off, trying to have some fun. We'll see if we can yell at them and get them back in here. I just farted.
That was definitely.
That's awesome. Hey, everybody. Hi, everybody. How's it going? Welcome back.
That smell, bro. Um, dear Lord. I guess time to pass on. We're back here in New Orleans,
What's the point of the countdown? It was on 2. I said that.
where Nick's not allowed to eat food ever again. My God. We're in a closet, dude.
We're in the hallway.
All right. So if you hear, I sound a little bit nasally right now. It's 'cause I'm holding my nose real quick, and now we can hear each other.
All right, go ahead and.
Were we muted the whole time?
Mute helps.
That's amazing.
It was muted. Oh, thank goodness
Aw.
gracious! Hi, everybody.
That
How's
would
it
have been
going?
so funnier, so much funnier.
Mark. Well, hello, everybody. Hey, editor, real quick. Make sure to clip out that part separately and start the match here. Alrighty, guys, we have a great matchup here. Billy Garkey and Curtis Witherby taking on RJ McCoy and Bob McCoy, father-son duo.
The real McCoy and the fake McCoy.
Real McCoy and the future real McCoy.
I guess that's another way to say it. But listen, the men from Rockford have been something else this weekend so far, and you can see the McCoys. It's not a huge handicap here in this match, only a 24-point handicap, but you can see the goat is dancing.
Yeah, this should be a pretty interesting matchup as a whole. Of course, Bob McCoy, man that needs no introduction. But RJ McCoy, I met him for the first time in Nebraska earlier this year in March, and I was already impressed with his demeanor and candor, and now his darts are starting to back it up too.
Yeah, good kid for sure. This is Curtis Witherby. Curtis, I think, finished 4th in the Open singles yesterday. And I believe Billy won it. So pretty good combination to have for this format.
Yeah, definitely a team that's feeling good on the weekend. And when you're having darts fly like that, you have to be having a little bit of confidence with it all. As far well out in front, Garkey and Witherby B. Can we go ahead and leave a finish here? Gets down to the 1-2-2. And now not much Bob McCoy can do at 3-3-5. Yeah, exactly. That's why I said not much. Not nothing.
But Bob, I think, went at the Bulls anyway.
I wonder if he was taking the percentage shot there a little bit and trying to bring it down. I think he has to swing that 180 there, though.
Yeah.
Knowing that Curtis on 1-2-2, even if he doesn't take it, we'll leave it to 1, maybe 2-dart finish.
Yeah, and it's going to be only a setup play, but he has the time.
Single 18?
Couldn't have said it better myself, Nick.
That's why I said it.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's a good setup play there, and RJ can do nothing except to bring this 208 down and eat, hope, pray.
RJ does that, 88. Bob's hitting that if he gets that back up, but the GOAT.
Expect Garkey to go ahead and get this one done.
And he does. Leg number 1.
Not
Goes
too bad.
To Billy and Curtis.
Not too bad indeed. 44.57. Good shot from Garkey, leading the pack pretty well there. And, really everyone shot at a good standard there. This is where the difference maker is. You can see the 3.2, there's a 3.6, a 4.0, and a 4.9.
Only one mark. That's actually
it equaled out
less
pretty
than
well.
I thought it was going to be.
It equaled out pretty well there.
Yeah.
But you can tell Garkey feels like he's playing better than his average right now, considering he's going first with the half a mark lower average.
You throw the hot hand, and he won last night. Curtis did not.
That is true. But don't tell Curtis that. He looks like he's a winner in his heart.
They got fun matching jerseys on, too. It's good teamwork.
Wish we could match around here.
Yeah, somebody hates it.
Yeah, we try to make them do it, too. I can't believe Jen Mounts just won't match with us.
You know what?
What?
I found Wildo today.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Looking everywhere, and guess where he was? Canal Street. Nolans.
That's it. I would have guessed my mother's drawer.
All right. So that was said. And Nothing else needs to be.
Apologies. Apologies, because that might have been on the line.
I feel like someone's still in 3:30 in the morning mode.
No. Apologies there. Apologies. That might have been the line.
That might have been-
We might have found it. As it looks like we're into a good point battle early on in this one, and Bob McCoy's head's looking as shiny as ever, and his darts are looking on point too.
It just barely. Rufio, remember when Rufio? No, I knew right away. It took him a second. Rufio drew the line in the sand, and you hopped right the heck over it.
It's okay. Chat's sleeping on this one today. We're getting away with some stuff.
Chat better stop sleeping because apparently we're bringing the goods this afternoon.
Oh, and chat figured out what was happening. And here we go.
Shocker.
Good shot there from Garkey. Does go ahead and clean it up pretty well here, and 67-point difference. And only a 2 mark there from RJ, the not so real McCoy. Let's start 17s.
Yeah, because you can steal that real quick. Ideally. Does just that.
And gains real estate and pole position at 101 points here. Setting themselves up for a potential quick win here.
Well, Hannah Trumbo is my favorite person on Facebook because she's the only one who I think realized what happened there.
Oh, yeah, 10 out of 10. We love us some Hannah for sure. Paul Rogers is saying, chat is sleeping because you guys don't say hi to anyone. That's true. It's all gone to our heads.
Hello, Jeff Jones. Hello, everybody but Paul Rogers. Hello, Jesse Porter. Hello, Ricky Bobby. Hello, Tim. Dan Whalen. Tyler
See,
Montgomery.
Jeff Jones said hi to Paul. There we go. We're good.
Boom.
Guys, everyone that is on their phone right now near a keyboard in the chat room.
Say hi to Paul Rogers for us.
No, just say hi to somebody in chat. It doesn't have to be Paul. Or it can be Paul.
It should be Paul.
Just say hi to Paul.
Paul deserves it. Paul brings me cookies.
That's true. He did. Crumble, right?
Crumble cookies.
I was there. Single 16.
Yeah, I'm good. No, I was good anyway. I'm just mess with it. Yeah. Oh, you're good. Appreciate
Let's find a big 7 mark for Witherby there, getting them set up for 3 bowls on the win.
Yeah, the McCoys not being McCoy-like right this second.
That, but also Billy and Curtis just came out swinging here. This is to get into that 4th place match where they will play Andrew and Marty in that 155 cap doubles. There we go. We got a hi Paul in chat. We got a hi somebody over. All the YouTube friends are playing along. Shout out to Adam and Ranger. And I'm playing on our other board right now, as we're probably about to get a look at, is Billy. Does go ahead and hit the hat-trick for the win. Does a little celebration with that 4.5 average.
That's
Giving a
what the
little
goat can do.
celebration. Here we go. We're looking at Treasure and Keith going up against Glenn and Shelby Lynn, a team we're familiar with.
Yeah, I'm Glenn Lynn from yesterday.
And Treasure and Keith are up 1-0 in this one.
Well, they're a treasure.
That's Glenn right there. Of course, in that team, Shelby Lynn was the superstar on that.
Yes. You saw it also in singles later that evening. She's just the textbook of consistency of helping out your partner.
Yeah. It's not even just helping out the partner, but also just being that steady, stabilizing force for the team as a whole. And when she needed to hit some clutch darts, she did. And she held store for us when we were walking to the hotel today.
She did. She had no idea who we were.
I said, thank you, Shelby Lynn.
And she goes, and she like did a double take, like, how the heck do you know who I am? Especially because Will walked in with his Wildo outfit on. So
We looked like tourists.
So yeah, she was trying to avoid eye contact, I think, with all of us at that time.
Dan in chat saying, all-time animated character. Ooh, that's a good question.
Easy. Hammy the squirrel from Over the Hedge.
All right. Random 2006 pull there. That's crazy. That's your favorite one?
Favorite animated character of all time is Hammy the squirrel from Over the Hedge.
Really?
Yeah, hands down.
You know there's other options,
Don't care.
right?
It's Hammy the squirrel from Over the Hedge.
That's crazy. I will say, if you asked me 15 years ago, I would have said SpongeBob. I'm a big fan of SpongeBob.
Basic.
Tomater up there for sure.
Basic.
Oh, basic. Basic. What? I bet you eat strawberry
mine
Pop-Tarts.
basic? Is mine basic
You
or
eat
not?
Strawberry Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're basic.
Okay.
Mix it up. There's like 50 flavors.
Hammy the squirrel from over the hedge.
Terrible. Terrible.
It's a great answer. Chat. Am I wrong?
Rick from Rick and Morty before the recasting. Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen. Anime fans out there. Joey Wheeler from Yu-Gi-Oh. Max. Max from Max from a Gooby movie is a good
That's
pull
a good
there.
one.
Will
That's a good one.
No, that's it. You have an eclectic taste at times. That was actually really good.
Powerline.
Almost as good as Powerline. I was gonna say. But Max is definitely a clutch character of the whole Disney franchise.
Oh, Keith was trying to be clutch in this situation here, getting a 2-0 win, but not quite shutting the door here. Glenn's going to have an opportunity to really kind of get this stabilized. Needs to collect a big 3 or more.
Paul, I definitely blame myself for that. That's my ADHD. I'll get them out to you. I promise. They're still there.
Single 16 here for the close.
Unless you start saying this stuff like this, Paul.
Whoa! Right into the camera there. We get a hello.
She sure.
Please.
She shook her head at him for that one.
I don't know if I love the look at the 18 less. I mean, they do have the bull in the pocket there, but because it's not close here, you expect Shelby Lynn to hit a good scoring round here. Going right to close. Does nail it. Back up.
Oh.
It's a little close for comfort. It's 3-3 on the Bulls with a single 18 needed for Keith here. This is possible. And Asha, says Paul Ryder. That's a good take. They don't know that. They don't know nothing about that. Grab at least the bull here. Put pressure on Glenn. No, not going to happen.
Keith wasn't happy about it either. All right, Glenn. Two more.
How
It's
about that? It's 1-1 here.
Let's go to leg number 3.
Strap in, folks. This should be a good matchup here. Looks like they will be playing that fourth place match for the 155 cap doubles on board number 1 again as well. So just the heads up there. Winner of this will get to play McKinnon and Robert, the team from Florida we saw.
Yep.
In that 7th, 8th place match.
Tough team out of Florida.
Scooby or Shaggy? All right, reasonable.
That's actually a reasonable answer.
That's reasonable.
Yeah.
Can't get mad about that one. Bluey and Bingo, they're pretty good. I like them
That's
a lot.
a good one. Yeah. Bluey for sure. Really, it's Dad and Mom, but that's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah. Kind of Dad. Dad's kind of the main character of that. Yeah, still Hammy the Squirrel from over the hedge.
This is terrible.
Don't care what anyone says.
Well, Glenn's going to be able to beat their person here, but you got a few more points than that. 21 points separation here, so whatever Keith hits minus 21 points is the target line for Shelby Lynn at bare minimum. Uh-oh. Oh, could make this a little interesting. 107,
60 needed.
60 for the tie, so you got to stay true and find a trip or two single 20s and the bull. Or two singles at any major number in the
You
bull.
said at the 19s. This might be detrimental to her here.
Now you have to find a trip.
Yeah.
Not one. So Keith and Tracer going to get the line here.
All right. They're deciding what game to pick. This is a Chicago format, is what we call this. So Chicago is 0-1 cricket and then choice in the last leg decider. So Diddle gets the option to go first or to pick the game. If they go first, then the opponents will pick the game. If they pick the game, then the opponents will go first. Here we go.
Donna, Donna, Donna. Here we go. Should be a good matchup here in this last leg decider. Anything is possible when you're in New Orleans. Looks like they're just waiting to choose the game on the other side of the screen here. Should take a quick second here. Shouldn't take too long. Ranger in the chat says maybe you guys are trying to know Ren Hoek from Ren and Stimpy. That's
Okay.
fair.
I am today years old when I realized that Ren had a last name Hoke.
Today years old, I realized I said Hoek instead of Hoke.
Whatever. It's not even a real last name, so doesn't matter how you pronounce it.
That's real to somebody.
Not to him. He's a fake character.
Maybe for you, but Santa's real for me. No close on the 20s there, though. The Taser, Tracer, not going to be happy with that
Lean
one.
stepping up. Great trip. Oh, Glenn, big six.
And let out an audible reaction there on his darts. I actually heard it through the doors there. He really wanted that one to be a little bit more of a punching round, but it was a solid turn.
Glenn's one of those people that you don't need to know what he's thinking. He has no poker face.
Yeah, he will show you exactly every thought on his face there. Shelby Lynn, stoic as ever, though. Again, showing that why she's a stabilizing influence. Just in her demeanor as she's just walking around the board.
Oh,
Finds
big
a
seven.
beautiful 7.
Incredible darts there from Shelby Lynn.
Beautiful. Just incredible.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Well, Tracer and Keith can't believe this right now. This is definitely not how they envisioned this last leg decider going. It has been one-way traffic for Glenn and Shelby Lynn. They're going to be gleaning after this big win.
As Derek says, nice shot. Rooting for friends.
There you go.
We just finally pointed out to Will. It says clean. We've been
So many
trying,
times
we've been trying to say
we've been
clean
trying to
over and over
lean
again.
into our commentary the whole time.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That's funny.
All right, Shelby Lynn.
Touche.
That was great.
That's funny.
Gets a 6 mark in a
Ooh.
Fist pump.
Following our 7. And yeah, that's right, Glean. You better bow. Look at that. They're having fun.
Leaning from ear to ear.
Ear to ear?
Ear to ear.
Ear to ear. Glenn here to go ahead and finish this one up. Looking for the bullseye. Finds the first one. High on the second, can stay right on it. And gets 2 bulls there.
Well, Shelby Lynn should be like, well, I did everything else. Might as well win this.
You know, the G nut is going to hit all the marks and get the gold star by her name. Successful
Yes, she
job.
will. And for Tracer and Keith, they've actually shot really well, just fallen a little bit short.
Yeah, this leg, they just didn't come out with the firepower they need to.
Yep.
Opening up with just a single mark on the 20s, failing to get the close there. And they just never really were able to get that momentum back. As Lean glistens in this victory here with Shelby Lynn. 6.0 I have to do there.
Matari, Louisiana is where they're from. As we're heading on over to leg number 2.
And this is
it
about
looks like it's a big of a
it's
blowout.
about to be, yeah, it's going to be a 2-0 here win for Billy and Curtis here, barring something crazy from happening.
H-E-R-E. As here we go.
Yep. 2 15s. Finds the bull first. Grabs air bull. 2 15s. Misses into the
just on
double
the
2.
outside.
4 times.
And not much Andrew and Marty can do.
Marty, we're handling with handmade quality stuff over here. But when do you need them by? All right, pleasure doing business with you, Marty. Take care now. Bye-bye then.
Whatever.
Good news. We've extended off some crabs by 2 hours today.
Well, Curtis, how about a 6.86?
How
Trying
about
to
a
show up
6.86?
Shelby Lynn.
Dear Lord God Almighty, Curtis.
Curious to see what Garkey shot as well in this one. 5-0 and a 6.86 on a... Yeah, that's going to get it done there.
That would win a no handicap, no cap
That is true.
with
Well-
this field.
Well, here's what I'm thinking about, Sean. Can I tell you?
I wish that you would.
I'm going to. I'm thinking we're going to be in for some great matches here as our doubles are starting to round out. And then by the time these finish up, we'll be right on track to start up for our singles this evening and should be some great coverage. I'm looking forward to every single one of these matches. You can see Billy and Curtis wasting no time, knowing that they're going to write out the bracket on this board, already waiting for their opponents online. Should only take a few minutes for them to get logged in.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why I like them.
And Trazer's already in chat saying, GG, Shelby.
Yep.
There you go. Love to see. I'd love to see the opponents tuning in, everyone else as well. A lot of Shelby support in the chat.
I'm really excited about this homegrown talent. As Will, what do you got for me?
Talking about love.
We'll
We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
Well, well, well. Welcome back.
Ladies and gentlemen, to the EDC World Championships live in Nolens, Louisiana. I'm Sean Green, joined by my partner in comms, Nick Durachi DeShera. I was way nicer than I should have been. Nick, some of these darts tonight or today have been real stinky, real dirty darts.
Yeah,
Stinky in a good way. I mean,
that's it, man. That's it. This is going to be a great matchup here. Billy and Curtis have been showing why they're one of the toughest teams in this 155 cap bracket. But Darian and Darwin, when we saw them play on the stream yesterday, were impressive in that very tough matchup. I believe that was the Baggish Maloney matchup.
Yep.
And they were playing it pretty much straight up, and they were doing a good job. I think this is going to be a fairly equal matchup across the board here, I'd have to imagine. 32-30. Yeah, that's
It
going to be
looks
pretty even.
yeah.
A 9-point spot. We're playing heads up here.
that being said, we did just see Curtis and Billy average a 6, 8, 6, and a 5.
Yeah, that's what, if they do that in
That's
01
darn
though, they're
good.
in trouble.
Yeah, that's fair. Touche. Darian, though, only 67 points to start off with. They're playing open in, open out, or open in, master out, full bowl. So the 25 and the 50 is worth 50 points here. That's what you're going to see them shoot at. But Billy goes open, meaning no bowls there in that first round.
So we are watching that 155 cap doubles, and Michelle Circle in the chat saying, could someone explain what's the difference in caps and how you know which one to do, please? Very easy. Take your 01 average and then take your cricket average. Your cricket average times that by 10. So let's say you're a 3-0 times that by 10. That's a 30. Let's say your 01 is also a 30. 30 plus 30, 60. That means you're a 60 rated player. 155 cap is just the combined rating of both the players.
Well done there.
Thank you.
Paul Rogers saying, got to support the 815 brothers. That's Curtis and Billy. I do want to say, part of the reason why we feel so blessed and honored to do everything that we're able to do is because you go 2 months ago, right? We're in Rockford, Illinois,
Yep.
where we meet Billy and Curtis for the first time playing darts on the live stream. And then 2 months later, now we know all these things about them, and it's easy to sit here and be able to talk about them in real time.
One of the best and most integral parts of our job is to get to know each and every player that shows up on our board, our stream. And I try my darndest to try to remember every single one. And if I don't, I make sure that I do the next time. Because every one of these players has their own story, their own journey in darts, and we're just happy to capture just a small part of it. Does go for 19, leaves 54 there. Gets it within range for a 1-dart finish and master out. Curtis, not much you can do except tee it up, try to leave 90. On track to leave 90.
It's been a lot cooler if we would left 60.
True.
But that'll work. He's got the goat following him, so probably going to be all right. Darian, though, 54 left.
Should pop right at it. Trip 12 for the fans?
Double 18.
It's never trip 12 for the fans.
Trip 6 for the fans? He should
Oh.
have, because he went inside. And Billy hits this. The way he's playing right now, 10 times out of 10.
I would have to agree with you there, and so would he.
No,
Went upstairs first there, bowl for trip 13. Went for the trip for 13 to try to tee up for a safer shot. And
9 times out of 10.
yeah, I would have to say this stats have to drop there a little bit, I would have to imagine. Much like the playoff chances of Indiana today.
Actually, playoff chances, we still have a very good chance of making the playoff.
But they dropped.
That's fair. But we're still in the playoff.
Nailed the trip 3. Darwin did. Good shot there.
Decent. That's really good for Dar. That's one of the first times we've seen Billy and Curtis lose a leg.
Yeah, I didn't know they could do that.
I didn't either. That might. And look at this. They're actually giving a mark to Darian and Darwin. So my, how the turntables.
Yeah, this is going to be a little interesting here. I'm actually curious. I'm going to look at it now. I want team knock down Billy and Curtis. As you have to imagine, they're pretty heavily favored.
Here's Darian. Darian does get that point lead, does utilize the mark that he had. 80 points. Effectively a 7 mark for him. Excuse me.
Billy and Curtis lost to Sean and Ron, who then lost out in the top 4 winners side there. Sean and Ron did get their final finish, it looks like, in that 7th, 8th place position.
Boom goes the dynamite there for Curtis. Sean and Ron, he has a good first name. That Sean guy.
I've seen better.
Fair.
And Darwin with a huge misstep on the turn there, only collecting a single 20 and some trip 5s for the fans. Single 20 here. Going to go run around the board first. Now up to the 20 and nails it dead center.
That is confidence to the nth degree to leave that dart to last.
Yeah, I mean, I think he just wanted the momentum of just moving along the board there. I personally like getting that big confident single there at the beginning, just because I know I already did my job.
And as you can see here, this is a in-person / remote hybrid match live here in Nolans. Darian and Darwin are playing in Minnesota.
Don't you know?
I don't.
You did. You're the one pointing out 6 mark there for Witherby.
I didn't yesterday. I was yesterday years old when I learned that.
That is true.
Thank you, Dion.
So Darwin now with an opportunity to try to regain the point lead will need near perfection. Settles for 4, but now Garkey with an opportunity, 2 17s and then on to the corners. This is to get back to that finals.
Yeah, they're trying to win another event in doubles.
Well, I mean, can you blame them for trying?
Not at all. They also got 4th and 1st in singles last night. They've had themselves a heck of a time, Nolans. And don't forget all those bonus.
Oh, yeah, you get the on-site bonus money.
Yep.
You can't forget that. As and sorry, Sean and Ron, I don't know why I said they got knocked out. The team that beat them is actually sitting in the seat. I looked at that wrong. Do apologize. I want to give a quick correction. But also, they're already guaranteed the first place on-site bonus, by the way, as Sean and Ron are remotes.
Yep. Well, there you go. So actually, we need Curtis and Billy to win this, or else we don't have a final. And a reminder, coming up later, it's singles. 5 p.m. is the 40 cap, 5:15 the 50 cap, 5:30 the 60 cap, 5:45 the 70 cap. There's a 6 p.m. open cap as well. And then, of course, the 8 p.m. now start time for the EDC Dart Family Reunion blind draw.
And of course, good rule of thumb here for the on-site payout bonuses. As for this event in particular, it's the same as the total event payout. So they just take half the payouts and give them to the on-site only, right? So in the 155 cap doubles, first place 700, second place 300, third place 200, fourth place 100, and then that's again same thing there for the on-site. So they're already guaranteed $350 a piece just for getting in. If they lose right now, they would still get $350 a piece.
Man. That must be so nice to have a casino right on the way to just go right over and see if you can get lucky twice.
I think it's still calling your name.
No. Megan is, I think, listening. Have not even stepped foot in that thing since. I did look at it
Except for last night when I had to come get you.
Actually, it's fine because she can see that no money came out, so she's not actually worried.
That's fair.
That means I still won, if anything.
He did not go there last night. Instead, we were here till 3:30 in the morning. Went right to bed.
Yeah.
There's no
proof
illusion.
was in the pudding there of where we were.
Absolutely. One bull needed to move on to a last leg decider, and one of those fun quirks we've been seeing on our stream board.
Corky Cork. Talk to me about this Corky Cork.
They're going to cork. The winner of it gets to go first to choose the game.
You know what I mean.
So they've gone through 3 darts per player here. It's a combined score. So if you're the team showing first, you have to try to set the bar pretty high, and then just know whatever you do, the other team's just going to try to best it. You want to beat your guy and look to your partner and say, "Well, I did my job."
1000%. I do want to point out that we have played 2 games of 301 so far. It's 1-1 in that. So much for the 18-0.
Okay, that was not like legit,
I
right?
did pretty well in that second leg.
You threw a 23. Do you remember that you shot a 23?
No.
I threw pretty good. 23.
I think I just outed myself for how good I am at darts.
36-point differential there. So Billy did his job. Kurt's going to try to take advantage. If he scores, 140, it's going to be a 180 needed.
Nobody likes a wise guy, whiz kid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
announcer
though.
Danny.
Beautiful.
He's selling merch.
He's just the merch girly today, much like Tori Souders.
No, she's the heiress.
No, she's the merch girly.
You'd be nice to the heiress.
Basically a 180 needed here, effectively.
What? Oh. Apparently, he's a 180 here.
Apparently, I've never been on live television before.
Did you see that kid? They brought it back?
Yeah.
The apparently kid?
Will has no idea what's happening here. Oh, he does.
Now he gets it. Yeah. We say redhead.
Oh, they chose a 1 there.
Uh-oh.
So, yeah, that's very interesting. Honestly,
strategy.
Billy and Curtis are going to be happy about that one, but only if they can hit with the advantage here. Only a 9-point separation to cap. I don't know if I love that decision.
Yeah, Billy started off open last time, remember? That's how the Ackies were able to win that leg. He's not going to do that again, as you see. Only 100 is what...
The last dart gave him
question marks on dart 3.
And with the EDC, the board don't lie. So even if it sticks, you don't change it.
There's bad luck, and then there's the worst thing to happen of all time.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was definitely a hat trick, and then they gave nothing.
It stuck in the bowl and gave question marks. So you can't even go back and fix it, even though you have the proof in the pudding that it was definitely a hat trick. I would lose my cool right now, but there's
no reason to though.
No,
because how many times has a flight slapped like we saw with Maloney last night, where he was definitely on the outside of the board, it slapped into a single 7 and cost them debatably the match. For every good there is bad, and therefore you must just not think about it too much.
I mean, he made him. Curtis like, fine, then I guess I'll just go high ton.
Exactly.
And a hatty hat for Darwin.
Yeah, but now if Billy, he basically saved that extra bull. Is going to try to leave a hat trick to leave 100. Just bulls here on out stay true.
And hopefully we don't have any question marks.
He did not stay true.
Does get to a finish.
Bull, trip 13, bull. We love that trip 13. It's our favorite.
Bullseye, trip 13. But you were close. Here's Darian.
What did I say?
You said bull, trip 13, bull. It's bullseye, trip 13.
No, you definitely shoot trip 13 in the middle.
1000% now.
That is just absolutely incorrect. You're okay. You're allowed to be wrong sometimes.
Why? Tell me why.
Proud about your 23 earlier.
Tell me why.
Bull, trip 13 bull is going to be the shot here.
3. Why do you switch? He's going something different.
Trip 19, anyway. Bull, double 16 is even cooler though.
Oh, just on the inside. But Darwin, that's a bogey on the 166.
Do you want me to explain it? Because the reason why you go bull, trip 13 bull rather than the other route, you don't want to leave a 26 if you hit a single 13. What you can do is if you go bull for the trip 13, just hear me out, okay, Mijo? If you hear me out.
Did I say anything?
No, let's just go ahead and let Billy finish the shot here, and I'll finish explaining it.
Double 8.
Shane Watson agrees.
Quadruple 4 for the fans.
Quadruple 4 would be pretty sick right now.
Speaking of which, quad board. How about them apples? Double 8 does go, and we're going to get a final because Billy and Curtis won.
That is true. Now,
no offense to the accuracy we love.
to explain to the people in chat, though, realistically, with 139 there,
Please do.
you go bull. The reason you go trip 13 the second dart is because if you miss that 13, you can still set up a shot to leave your partner the bull. If you go bull and then hit a single 13 or a 4 or jump into another number over there, you're going to leave not as clean a finish, and you want to always have a chance for your partner to hit a bull with 1 dart for the win in a master out format.
So let me get this straight. I just need to be.
This is about to
clear
round
here.
up, by the way. They're on round 19.
All right, well, then we'll wait for a second. Saved by the round out. Yeah, real quick.
I'm definitively correct on this.
Round out. See, Evan gets it done in leg number 2. Let's go to leg number 3. Okay. So here's what you're saying. You're saying that if you go bullseye, trip 13, and you hit a single 13, you're shooting your last dart at double 13 to
Yes.
leave your partner the
Well,
bullseye?
but it's talking about if you miss vertical too. It's the different routes you're trying to, and this is with any bull trip bull shot. That's the way. It doesn't matter if it's trip 13. It doesn't matter if it's a 133 using the 11, a 142 using the 14. The idea is that you're setting up opportunities to leave your partner the cleanest shot. And one day when you get above a 2-8, I'm sure you would understand. That was the line. Again. Love you, Sean.
So 2-8.
Sean, I'm sorry. You did make it 1-1 earlier when we were playing. Maybe I'm just
I
taking
just
it
can't
on you.
believe you inflated my average like that. It's a 2-5, and you know it.
Grant there does go ahead and win the diddle. So Evan and Grant will get the start here. Lexi, who was on fire earlier, wants to channel some of that energy. Aaron Lamore saying that he says, I agree with Nick, but I think Curtis is even smarter in going trip 19. Single leaves the 120.
Yeah.
No,
100%,
totally perfectly good route
Yeah,
there.
reasonable.
There's no problems with his route.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make sure.
You don't have your opinions. That's fine. You're all entitled to it.
It's okay.
Oh, that's fair.
And you can shoot it whatever way you want.
I will, and I'll hit that.
Just know when you leave your partner a bad single.
26. That's fine. Instead of trying to shoot the 26, going outside, now leaving my partner 76 with an idiot.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. You can go on the inside wire.
Oh. So you still leave a 2-dart combination. Awesome. Perfect.
I'm telling you, that
I
applies
know, I
to the
get it.
19s, the
I get
18s, the
it.
20s,
I totally
any
get it.
other combination of those routes.
I understand your reasoning this time. You're still way wrong on the other one. Here's Grannon.
On the other one, maybe. But I think we're equally right on that one.
Like I said, we're equally right here, too.
No.
Now you know how I feel. Here's Lexi. Lexi, we saw her earlier in Fuego, would be the best way to describe it. She shot lights out.
Yes.
She was the best player by far.
She was, and she's going to want to channel that here. And Grannon, I'm curious, is what version of him are we going to get in this matchup?
When he's on the streaming board, it's typically a different version of him than we see off of it, but I think he's subbing a little bit more. That being said, he's playing against family right now. So
He is.
because he rooted remember
He was rooting
earlier,
for Lexi
he was in the chat rooting for Lexi and Briar.
And Tyler, that is in the background right there.
And we know how he plays against family. He does.
Yeah. That is true. And so far, looking pretty dominant in this leg here. Really one of those 17s. Goes up there on the last and doesn't collect much on that turn there, but pretty good position overall. Lexi's going to need to pull something out of her bag of tricks here.
And you see the 17-year-old is being coached a little bit by Evan in a good way. Like, hey, do this. No reason to do that. Just do this. So Evan's going to try and make up for the open of his partner because his partner's going to have his back the very next throw. And that's how a partnership works.
Yeah, good teamwork there. Got a chance to talk with Evan for a little while last night. Really enjoyed our conversation, and someone that's I believe he said he's only been playing for a year, and this is his first major tournament. Grand there floats that last there. You got a little too eager on that, and you can see the reaction on it. Again, not really costly as they're in Skunkin territory here. So you got Evan Major on one side, Lexi Major on the other. You got Grandin going up here. This is definitely some people that are very familiar with each other. Some familial connections going on.
Not skunked.
That is true. You can't not take them out without getting some points on the board. They will not go silently into the night, but they might get knocked out here.
Well, that last dart left a lot to be desired. I think he went two different directions there on dart 3s. But Breyer's got a lot of work to do. He has the 15s to do some of that work, and that's an unlucky first dart.
And this is to get into that fourth place
Ooh.
match to play Jacknith and Reggie in that next round.
That was a neighborly 9, and that's no good. Trademark.
Trademark. Sean Green, 2024. Selling himself to decide what he wants to do in the last start. You rip the 15 here. You can go up there. It's never going to be bad to point in that scenario, but they don't even have a mark on that 15. If you hit that trip 15, you just win the game. If you hit the trip 20, you just elongate it.
And Lexi is going to be good enough to scratch and claw here. Big punch from Lexi.
Great shot indeed. So now Evan with an opportunity here. Wants to play a little bit more conservative on the approach here. Only needed 2 on the close to get a big close. And now this is getting real dicey and a little squirrely. Breyer might have a chance at a big shot here.
That is huge.
That's a massive final last dart there. A very bold dart. If I'm Breyer, I'm telling myself, go at the bull. If I hit at least a single, I want to take a swing at these closes. Otherwise, I'm staying at the bull. He's starting close here.
Take the second dart at it. You got to take the second dart at it.
Yeah, if you start the first, you already have to.
Yep. Now you can bail out or just close 20.
Bail. Bail.
He bailed. Didn't work out for him.
I think the safer approach is just getting that first bull out of the way, though. And also, it doesn't commit 2 darts to a close if you're not hitting it right. You only stay if you trip to go to the other one.
Grandin gets the 3 mark there just to extend the lead. Aunt Lexi wanted to kick him right there, it looked like.
Well, I wouldn't blame you. Look, board number 1 final should be up in here in just a moment's time as soon as this one is finished up here, by the way, folks.
We got Billy the Goat Garkey and Curtis the Wallaby Witherby.
Looking for revenge on the only team that beat them.
That'd be the team of Sean and his partner. Obviously, there's a reason why I remembered his partner's name.
Breyer still fishing for the outside opportunity. They're down 7 to bulls at this point. So again, closes are not worth much. You need to start getting some bulls here. Does find 1.
Michael Walters, and what's up, fellas? How are you doing, my friend? And I'm assuming that's brother-in-law, so what's up, bro? But there's a Michael Walters that is not brother-in-law. Yep. From Will's neck of the woods. Lexi trying to extend it out a little bit. You know she's not going to ever give up. Yes. Oh, never mind. John spells his name like that. Loser.
Sean and Ron will be the opponents there in that 155 cap doubles final.
I'm kidding, Sean, if you're watching, which you're
No, he's not.
Sure not. Guys, hit that like button, hit that share button, let me know that we are live here at the EDC World Darts Championship.
These bulls are being pesky right now for Evan and Grandin. Miss a collective 12, almost 15 darts at it.
In New Orleans, Louisiana. Sorry, this is why we can't have nice things.
Breyer just going to try to hit a big round at the bulls here, looking for 6.
Nope, he was not.
I just fundamentally don't agree with it here, though, because of the fact that 6 bulls is a big ass no matter who you're leaving it for. You have to find at least 2 there before you consider a move like that.
See, this is why we need punctuation, because I don't know if that says no brother-in-law, meaning not the brother-in-law, or no, comma, brother-in-law, meaning you are my brother-in-law.
Oh, look, an English teacher defending punctuation.
Well, that makes me know that it's my brother, by the way.
That's also true.
We're going to switch here in just a hot second.
Yeah, once they get going here, this one is pretty much down to the wire here.
They're using the HERE a lot.
What?
Never mind. I forgot.
WHAT. What?
I don't know why that was funny. All right. Anyway, Briar, do something special.
Trying to make something happen here. But at this point, and I'm going to have to agree with Ranger's comment, as this is going to be an absolute hard position to come back for. They're playing for the round at this point. It's round 16 now, and they're just going to be focused on trying to take the stab at the bull and then hitting quick cover shots. And you can see, there you go, 200-point lead. Now there's no more room for pointing.
And so here, if you're Lexi, do you close the 18s first, since they couldn't point on it anyway, if that was necessary?
Well, Evan and Grandin, the safer strategy, of course, I mean, yes, if you have two bulls, you win, but you can mathematically eliminate your opponents from ever winning the game just by playing the 18s only. Just no one wants to win like that.
I beg to differ. I actually know some people that I've talked to that have made a point to their strategy being a round out strategy, and then I looked at them and said, can you tell us that before you're on stream next time?
No,
and then
I agree with but you're taking advantage of a round out situation, and that's why they're going to the bull wants the points. But they're like going. That's like one of those. Okay, we're in a round out situation. You don't ever play for it. Typically, it just sometimes happens, and then you have to make sure to play it the best as possible when it presents itself.
Correct. All right. Is this the moment we've all been waiting? Grandin, Montgomery. A little schmoldy there on that round, to be honest with you.
I believe they just made an announcement that they're doing a Bermuda event. I know they run them online occasionally.
I actually jokingly said earlier when they were doing these money matches or whatever about what the format should be, and I said, just play race to 5, all Bermuda.
They do.
That'd be really funny.
They
to like watch
Bermuda Triangle online events, though.
Yeah.
That is actually something they run. Well, you need 6 bulls here for Lexi and Briar.
Un más, por favor.
6 bulls and 6 darts here. 1 bull and 3 darts for Evan and Grandin. If Briar had 6 bulls, it'd be the one time on the one time.
It's more bulls than Tyler Hensey can count using his fingers, but it was doable.
Oh, that last start was very unfortunate.
Brutal.
4 is way easier to hit than 5. And
there it is.
Says no round out today, as we're going to go jump right on over to that 155 cap doubles final here.
And wow, they're pretty far along in this bad boy. In league number 1, but Curtis is going to get a shot here at 86. Bullseye double 18 are going to go 18s first. You're going to tell me why that was the smart move. Go ahead.
Because he gets a guaranteed dart at the bull in the last, and he hits it. Of course, Trip 12 would have been way cooler because the fans would have liked it. But yeah,
well,
you know what?
Here only for the fans.
That's a weird way to word that. Here we go. Moving on to this one, and you got right now Sean and Ron spotting Billy and Curtis and Mark here, but it's a mark on the 20s, and since they're going second here, shouldn't be the most consequential handicaps. Basically a straight up game here.
We know that Sean spells his name wrong. We can't hold that against him.
Have you ever considered you just ain't right?
Never. You've met me before. You know that's not my repertoire.
Well, solid opening there from Pullman. I believe Sean and Ron are both coming into this as 4-0s roughly. So pretty solid average range to find themselves at. And I'm going to be focused on both these teams here are really going to be consistency between each and every round. Not really one player significantly stronger than the other.
5 mark for Garkey.
Yeah, but Ronald here can do a good job of just trying to defend 20s, looking to find some trips upstairs. Oh, goes for the close. That's aggressive. Good shot, though. And the reason I say that's aggressive is just because you have the X on the 20s, you really don't want to lose them. So here we go with Curtis trying to get another number opened up and then missed the single 20. Took all 3 darts to just get the close there. Sean and Ron going to be feeling good.
Yeah, they're in the driver's seat right now to start kind of running away in this leg. It is a 1-0 lead, though, for Billy and Curtis. This is the finals. Sean and Ron are the king seat holder. Let's make that perfectly clear. So they will need to be double dipped by Billy and Curtis. The last time Billy and Curtis were in a final, I think they won 4 straight in order to do that. So wouldn't put it past them.
Kind of their MO.
They're Mo, so to speak.
That is, so to speak. Billy here going to try to close that ground back up, but the last one floats away. It's quite the shirt in the background there.
Which one? Oh.
Yeah, I really am a big fan of Curtis's shirt there. Nice jersey.
I'm so curious what the last word is that was blocked off.
Oh boy. All right, get out of the way. We're trying to look at a shirt.
Yeah, how dare you try to play darts right now? She crossed her arms more so now we.
She's something.
I mean, she's.
I'm curious what the last word is.
I think we understand what the second word is, or the third word is, but
Technically fourth if it's a compound on the first.
it's
I am.
no, but the way it's done there is as one word. Don't talk to me like this.
Delight.
Oh, is it delight? Oh, I love that. That's what I actually say about myself.
I wish delight was not the right answer. Been a lot cooler if it wasn't that. No, I'm kidding.
And there you go. And everyone in chat saying the last word is delight. There you go, guys. Appreciate you.
Those that know her, is that true?
She seems it. Also, this is set to go to a last league decider pretty quick here.
Yeah, Billy would have needed a 9 just to put something interesting in the board. Only a 5 mark. So Ron, who's been shooting lights out in this leg, his job is to close 15s, and anything else is bonus.
We all do like those bonus monies. No bonus today, just going to try to get a passing grade, and does do so.
I actually do like Billy and Curtis's jersey too. It's
Yeah,
really cool jersey.
unironically, it's actually a pretty
Yeah.
sick jersey. Need to try to pop at least one more bull in here, make this a little bit interesting, put some pressure on this.
But it's
Great
good.
dart.
3-3. 3-3 now. It's an equal ball game.
Yeah,
And
this
the
will
pressure's now on Sean and Ron.
be a big find here.
Specifically Sean in this situation.
3-3, like you said, my friends. Finds the first one. Gets a second. Needs this one to go. It does.
That's great darts there from Sean to get that accomplished there in 3. So leg number 2 goes to Sean and Ron. I think that's the second leg we've ever seen Billy and Curtis lose.
That might be true.
So let's go to a last leg decider. They will diddle for the start. The diddle works in a unique fashion where both players on each team will be a part of this diddle. It's a 3 dart count up for each player.
And it's going to be about the team that scores most points here gets the option.
Thank you, John Madden.
You're welcome.
Great forward.
Here we go. Sean going to show first. Finds the trip 20. Nails another one. Can you get all 3 in there? For a 140 on the diddle, still going to be solid. Billy's just going to be looking to try to tie this here.
That is a huge start with a capital Y.
Huge.
Humongous.
Finds the first, though, for Billy. And the second. Oh, this could be good.
Anything you can do, I can do better, says Billy Garkey.
Massive darts there. Gives Curtis Witherby a 40-point spot as well.
He
So,
goated right there.
all he has to do is just get a good shot here. That was, yeah.
It was Sigma.
All right. You're just going, or you can't bring me
Skippity
down.
toilets on that round as it looks like Curtis is going to get the start automatically.
Massive step up there for Ronald, or slip up there for Ronald, as they're guaranteed to lose the diddle here. Did not even get past the shot from Garkey.
No cap. I'm 4 for 4. Okay, let's be honest. That was impressive.
People that said no cap got the vote in this election. No caps. I just want you to know that slang is not the newest.
What you talking about, Willis?
Yeah, they did as well.
Why are you the way that you are?
Only child syndrome.
Whenever I try to do anything remotely fun, you make sure that it is not that way.
I think I've been really enjoying stonewalling as part of my character persona.
Why do you choose to be the way you are?
Only child syndrome wasn't a choice.
All right, that was
Nurture versus
effectively
nature.
an 8 mark there on the 7 mark start for Billy.
Yeah, taking full advantage of their bonus mark here.
I mean, technically, almost. 180 would have done that, but that's fine.
That's still full advantage.
Boom goes the dynamite there for Sean Pullman. What a start.
Yeah, absolutely incredible shot there from Pullman, and going to be really happy with that. Puts a little bit of pressure on Witherby to Wither do it.
With a B, with a B, with a B.
Does find 5 there. Now Ronald's going to be moving down over to the 19s here to try to follow up the partner's perfection.
The ladder of the Sean Ron duo, only a 1 mark. So the GOAT, so far, been pretty good.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you there. And pops the 19 with ease. Hit the 180 on the diddle, and he's been just throwing good right now and throwing good all weekend. Throwing all good for the last couple months, man.
He is in the zone.
Good on him. As they're getting themselves well out in front and trying to get this 2-1 win to go into another set here.
Gav, what's up, my friend? Good to see you in the chat. Hope you're doing well. I don't know if you guys have noticed so far today, Paul Rogers, I think, hates me now. It's kind of a detrimental thing to my psyche.
Shout out to Paul Rogers, though, for giving me some love in chat.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be both. Like, we can love both of us. We love both of us. Sometimes.
Well, I've been working on that with my therapist.
Back to the match. As Ronald's going to step up, looking at the 16s.
And just a single on the first grab there. It's going to be a tougher shot here to try to make a meaningful difference in it. This leg does find the 5, but 2 16s and the 15 corner pockets will get wrapped up here, you have to imagine. So 20 for the fans, over to the 16s. Double 16 for the Maloneys. And doesn't get the 15 on the last.
And the single 15 for the Jabronis.
Well, you said it. Yeah, Sean, all you need to be doing right now, if you're Sean Pullman, is just keeping yourself collected and just knowing whatever happens here, there's still another best of 3 to go.
Yeah, good 6. But not enough.
Solid darts indeed, though.
This is looking like I'm going to I dip, you dip, we dip.
That's the goal, at least, as that was outside on the double. Inside on the single.
That's why you just go inside.
You're not wrong. There's plenty of times where I was playing last night where I definitely played for just big old singles. And there's certain times I was playing for triples when they were like 3 fields over. Solid 4 bowls there, but again, not enough to really tip the scales. 3 darts clear for the Goats.
And he'll shoot right at it. Double. Gets it. Let's go to the double dip.
What does the Goat sound like? 6.27 there for Billy the Goat Garkey.
Radic Goat.
That was a lot.
Yeah. My voice just won't allow me to do the actual scream. And plus, they'll hear that out there and they'll know exactly what I'm doing. And that's not fair to Billy.
I think Billy would appreciate it. Paul Rogers, love yourself, man.
Yeah. Treat yourself.
We do positive affirmation in this household. Billy Garkey hit a 180 on the last diddle. You'd like to do that again, huh?
It would be ideal. Not going to do that.
That sounded more like Mr. Wendell. Talking to you about
Mr. Wendell.
I don't know, but it's a funny thing to say that that noise sounded like anybody named Mr. Wendell. Like, objectively, that's just funny.
I've been told I'm objectively funny.
Funny looking?
No, like they object to me being funny.
I would never. Oh, it's Arrested Development. That's what it was.
Yeah. Go the bullseye.
No,
wait, no, it's the first round of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That was an idiotic statement.
No, it's
Thank
okay.
you. I thought it was singles. It's not. We're playing doubles still, as this is still the finals of the 155 cap. Chat.
Well, Willoughby's going to be in a little bit of trouble here. He doesn't have much room on that 20, and you don't really want to hit a cover shot because you want to try to maximize the number of points, but you have
Go
to go.
bullseye.
No, you don't
Smart.
stop. No, that is not smart.
So
it's only
smart.
40. That's literally
I'm
not
just
smart.
trying to make you
But
mad.
you need to go to the 19s here because you only collected a single on that last dart there.
Whereas an extra 5 points would have maybe made the difference.
Well, I'm thinking that if you went for the 19, you had a better shot of seeing the bet and hitting the triple.
Am I frustrating you yet?
No,
Dang it.
I'm a professional.
That's
25-point difference. Now you go bull.
He did not go bull.
Yeah, that was a mistake in the last start. The reason you call for the bull in that last one there is for the fact that 25 is a tie and a 50 is the win.
I like when every once in a while you and I can both speak will in different ways. Then we will just go ahead and tell each other what he's saying when we are confused.
Well, Billy's going to get the start here in 5-1 open in, master out, fat bull here.
It sounds like they turned up the music like a rock.
Hey, they're going to go ahead and keep on jamming out there. The jukebox is on free play. Big shout out to Touch Tunes Arachnid for doing that. So it looks like we are done with our coverage here of the 110 cap as the remaining teams are all remote there. So unfortunately on that one.
Boo goes the dynamite. Only one bowl there for Sean. Advantage, Garkium and Witherby.
Well, and looking at our 90 cap here, it does look like we only have one team left in person. They are currently playing on board 5, and the remote team of Jackneth and Reggie up 1-0 over Evan and Grannon. If Evan and Grannon lose that matchup, then it looks like this will be our last match until single starts at 5 p.m.
Wow. So in that, well, that's not too far away. That's only 37 minutes.
Good math.
Gracias.
The Nader.
Wow.
Which means that we get to play a 30-minute series potentially on the stream board.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I've been throwing pretty well. All right. Billy the GOAT trying to leave a finish.
23. That was really good.
No, like better than that. That's a high ton for Billy the GOAT Garkey because why hit a hat trick when you hit a high ton? Also leaves a single bowl, 16 single bowl finish. Sean Pullman on 355, now 305.
Yeah, not going to be able to leave a finish from that position there. So 116 will be a look for Curtis Witherby.
Yep. And they have 6 stars from it if they need it. And my goodness, are they turning up that jukebox? They are jamming out to this song, that's for sure.
A lot of people are probably getting lunch right now and getting ready for the singles and just now getting back into the hall. So I think they want the players as, oh, that doesn't go.
Doesn't matter.
But I think they would just want the players to not feel like the room's too quiet. The worst thing you can do is be playing in a dart hall where you feel like you can hear the pin drop. I always think about that when I was at playing the blind draw with the Filthy Assassin and I needed to hit massive 141 checkout for the win, and then right as I was about to throw my last dart at the double 20, everyone in the room went silent. I was like, no, I don't want to hear anything except the loud music and let me throw my darts. As Billy Garkey's going to throw this one into the single and then over to the double.
Oh. The good news is that nobody misses double 4. The bad news is that the 158 can go. And it can start on the bull here, too.
Yeah, this should still be a bull for a shot here. Bull for trip 18, trip 18.
It is hip hop hopping. But yeah, it's not bleeding through to us, which is great. Actually, it's like the best of both worlds. We get to hear it, and you guys don't.
Does not get the ideal shot here. Over to the trip 16 note. Stayed on the bull there to leave 48. Nothing wrong with that.
Smart dart.
Smart's relative.
Yep, you want to leave your opponent a one or your partner a 1 dart finish no matter what. So, yeah, better to do that. But nobody misses double 4.
Does nail it there.
Un nada. And for the first time in this tournament in a long time, Curtis and Billy are in the driver's seat of this tournament.
That they are, Sean, and they're going to try to get this one done here. And see the only outlier in those averages 4-0, 4-0, 4-0, 3.6 for Billy. Gonna go ahead and get things going. They're hitting start there. You can see Sean rocking that West Coast jersey on the small game screen over there, walking right up and getting things started here. Can't be icing the kicker if they're the ones kicking first.
You ain't a wolfing.
I don't usually.
Actually, I've seen you wolf quite a few times this weekend so far. It's kind of weird. Well, in a good way. You know, I think of weird as a term of endearment.
Just a funny little guy.
You are a magically fun human being.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Another 20 here at least to get the close. Bare minimum on the assignment here. If you get a first start trip on the 19s, Billy should take advantage and grab these 20s. Going to try to stack up into the 19s here. And goes high on that dart and does find a trip on the last there. Solid 5 mark on the turn.
One of my greatest concerts ever was Rammstein.
Happy to hear that.
That's just playing right now. Fun fact for everybody in the chat.
I mean,
Not for you guys,
my
obviously.
first concert was Paul McCartney, if we're doing fun facts.
That's a pretty good fun fact.
A good concert, too.
Second best Beatle.
Who's the first?
John.
That's fair.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes they say things that you can't argue.
There is a debate on that one. The guy kind of has
Is it worth it, though?
He had to get
Is it
pumped
worth
out
our
and get
friendship?
shot.
Is it worth our friendship this time? Was 39?
Well, it does look like Evan and Grannon did get knocked out in that 90 cap doubles, which means they still will get that on-site bonus first place payout. But it is all remote in the 90 caps doubles, so this will be our last matchup until those 5 o'clock singles get going.
So that means 30 minutes of Nick and Sean on stream with Will doing commentary.
Yep, put Will in the overdrive. Because Will not play me on stream again.
No, I wouldn't either if I were him. But I will. Because if I beat you, that means I'm the best without having to play Will.
Should we just do a commentators matchup? Me and Danny against you guys?
You and Danny? First of all, I already tried that.
Worth the shot.
And it would be glorious.
Big trip 18 on the last would be huge. Does find it there to get a 20-point lead, keeping this 19 and 18 point battle alive.
Here's Curtis. Looking at the 19s. That's a trouble. Gonna stay right there. That's trouble. Gonna look, staying. Oh no. Only 4.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a lax turn there, so it's going to be up to Sean to try to go ahead and push the needle in their direction here. It's going to need to show some resilience on these 18s right now. But this is not the turn he envisioned. Needs a trip now. And doesn't get it. Now, Billy loves to take shots like these. 38-point difference here. This is kind of his wheelhouse to run around with.
And he'll run on this. He'll go 18, 17, 16s, or 18, 17s, 19s maybe. But
now he has to.
Yeah, he'll stay.
He's going to stay. Does find it there and then over to the 19s. No, he goes to the 17s there. I do like it. Good call there, Sean.
Gracias. I've watched him all weekend long so far.
You know what? Funnily enough, me too.
Well, but you also did what you would do in that situation moment, which is true.
True.
And it honestly, I think that's actually the better dart and the safer dart. But when you hit the trip 17, it's a bit detrimental to your opponent. That's why you see Ronald kind of taking his time a little bit here and only going single 16.
And in full transparency, Billy should have more confidence in his darts than I do. He is a confident person. Like that guy just walked around with like a chip on the shoulder and a little bit of swagger. Super nice guy though.
We can call it what it is. He's the best 3-6 I've ever seen.
You said it. Does get the close there on the 16s, 3 numbers up, and pretty much in pole position to get a 2-0 win here.
Yeah, I'm actually not joking when I say this. I think Billy wins it in this round. I think he goes trip 15, double single.
I'll bet you a Monopoly dollar that he doesn't. Don't wait to see if the scoreline changes. Still bet you a Monopoly dollar. Gonna
Well,
still get the 15s closed on this turn, though.
the unfortunate thing, then someone would have to buy Monopoly, and that's more expensive. Oh, a hanger, Sarge.
Oh, and move to the double to try to go double single.
That was interesting. I don't hate that with the hanger there. I haven't seen it very much.
I don't hate it. Also, if you felt the need to do it, though, I probably would just prefer those 2 darts to trip a bunch and try again later.
Yeah, because Ronald's going to take advantage of it.
Well, because the worst case scenario, and Ronald only finds the 1 trip.
Ideally.
The worst case scenario was that Curtis approaches the board, closes the 15, and doesn't regain the point lead, and the other team hits the big 8 mark. That was the route to victory there for Sean and Ron, as Curtis had to finish texting all his fans or changing the song, but more than likely texting the fans.
Definitely texting the fans.
For sure. 37-point difference here, so a single 15 and 2 19s would do it.
Big last.
Huge 20-point difference here. You got to start the Bulls. You can go for that swing and try to leave a
Go
4 to
for it.
3, but Billy's going to hit the 3. So you might as well try to add in some points here.
Hit that 8 mark. Hit that 8 mark. Make it interesting. He goes Bulls instead, which I'm okay with too.
Yeah, it needs to add that dart and hope for a miss. Good hat trick.
Yeah, it's a good hat trick, but not enough. Billy's still going to go for it. And we already said that Billy's hitting it. So there we go. Good call, Nick. There it is. One more, and there it is. Billy, the GOAT Garkey, proves his nickname correct once again. Him and Curtis Witherby, a fantastic duo from Rockford, Illinois, the 815.
And shooting his most human leg there, too, at the 3.8. You can see giving some thumbs up and some love there on the line. It looks like we will be on a break here to get those singles underway, and we should be getting the action going just after all those brackets get going. So that's going to be roughly around 6:30 Central Time.
Yep.
It's kind of what we're aiming at here. We'll go ahead and make sure we'll set up, and we're also going to continue investigating those sound issues that you guys were telling us about earlier. We do appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in and watching along as we got some more action coming your way here in Nolens, Louisiana. Nick Shera, joined by Sean Green and Will Stewart.
See ya soon.